Good morning. Today is, what is today? Thursday, October 4th, 2018. The time is 5:38 a.m. Pacific time. And due to some problems with the game, actually not really problems, but as some might recall, last time we played this, we lost out on a good worker. So, due to this, I've decided to start over, but I have also, even though I have been negative towards using the $1 thing, I've decided, just in the interest of time, we will have the limited ability of using the $1 for everything. So I'm going to take advantage of that for now. Like I said, limited time only. In other words, I'm basically, you know what? I can't buy this stuff yet. And they have fixed some bugs. Whoa, hello. They have fixed some bugs in this game. As some might recall, when I last played this, I was astonished to learn that I could add to a already pinned in loan. So I can add more debt. Okay, hit the fire hydrant. That is a tough fire hydrant. That's a tough sign, too. So, we're gonna get our loan. Obviously, even though we have a 1-day only sale, obviously, we still need, well, I'm just gonna lease. You know what? Hold on. For this, I'm gonna turn off. Whoops. Sorry. For this, I'm gonna turn off the $1 portion because I don't want to have the ability of possibly Hey, what's up, Nick God? Okay, so while we do this, I'll turn off the $1 thing. Well, heck, at least it's cheaper this way. And as I'm sure some know, American Truck Sim is actually coming up with their Oregon DLC sometime today. I'm expecting probably about 9 a.m. my time. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not sure I'll be able to stream it today since I've got some workers coming in later. But we'll see what we can do. Okay. So now that I have that, let me turn the cheat on for a few. And like I said before, I know, I've been opposed to using this, but like I said, since I missed out on that worker, oh, actually, this is the first DLC for American Truck Sim in nearly a year. So, but they did say since they have new staff, or additional staff, I should say, working on the project. Let me see. Okay, I have to keep upgrading. I don't particularly like this. Let's see, what does it show how many vehicles? You know, I don't like this. I'm gonna wait till I get to the yard. But yeah, this is the first DLC, and the Euro Truck is supposed to have the Baltic Sea DLC coming out soon. So I'm really looking forward to that. But the American Truck Sim, they did say that they have hired more additional people to work on the project. Well, my understanding is they have two different teams. One working on the Euro truck and one working on the American truck. But from what I understand, okay, come on, we don't need these little band-aids, so to speak. But yeah, from what I understand, I lost my train of thought. From what I understand, they have hired additional people for American Truck Sim just because, you know, the way they're going with one state per year, as they've been going so far. Actually, well, they took care of two states in the beginning, California and Nevada. Then they added New Mexico, probably about 7 months after. Then now it's been nearly a year. So if they keep on that track, it's gonna take them like about 46 years to get the entire U.S. So they've hired additional staff so they can get more done. Let's see, I'm gonna get 4 of these just to be safe. Okay. And let's see, I know I'm gonna need these. Oh wait, no, I prefer the 5mm. Or 5 meter rather, sorry, not millimeter. The 4 seems to be a little too short, and I believe the 8, is this 8? 7, it seems to be a bit long. So it's kind of like Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. One is just right. Okay, so we will need this and the big snake. Actually, I need 2, but I have to load up the van. The truck, the van. I'm thinking about my own vehicle. Yeah, we have to load up the truck, but I'm gonna attach the big trailer first. But yeah, you know, the Euro truck and now American truck has really elevated truck simulators quite a bit. I played all the 18 Wheels of Steel. Every how should I say, every single title under that 18 Wheels of Steel I bought, and for its time it was okay, but I think everyone can agree it was always lacking something major. And then, of course, Reagan Roll came out after people patiently I'm not sure what you're doing. Please don't do that. When you do things like that, it tends to have a negative effect, whereas, I won't know if it's just messing around or not, so I'm less likely to pay attention to chat. It's a song. Okay. Well, I respect people's love for music, but yeah, it's probably a better idea. Let me see. Oh yeah, I had to buy this stuff. Probably a better idea to leave a chat open for conversations. No harm, but just saying, people start doing that more. Man, this is terrible. Okay, so I put the big stuff on the bottom. Dang, it said pick up, but it wouldn't pick up. I think I'll put the big stuff on the bottom. It's interesting, Gold Rush. This morning while eating breakfast, about 2:33 a.m., they were showing the first season of Gold Rush. So it was kind of interesting watching that. Seems like I'm missing something. Oh, I know what. The red hose, huh? Even though we got these blue hoses, we're going to need one more blue hose. And we're going to need a red hose. So yeah, the first day or two is going to be all about... You know what? I'm not going to make another trip like this. Since I have everything for $1, I'm just gonna unlock the delivery systems, shopping by tablet. So everything is delivered to my camp. Okay, well, you take it easy. Hopefully packing everything is a good thing. Hopefully that means better things to come. So, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. So yeah, it was really interesting. Yeah, I don't know why I bought the trailer. It was really interesting watching that first season. Parts of the first season. Obviously, I didn't watch the entire season. I just had breakfast. Okay, well, good luck, and yeah, hopefully everything goes well for you and your mom. Okay, let's get these chains in here. Obviously, I shouldn't have bought that. I should have just went out to the claim, to be honest. Hey, it's early in the morning, my time, so I haven't really had my caffeine fix, so to speak. It's kind of sad how we've become dependent on chemicals to get ready for the day. It's actually pretty sad, to be honest. But yeah, yesterday watched Alaskan Bush People. We recorded the season finale, and all those people, like in the Alaskan Bush people and below zero. Yeah, I have a great deal of respect for all of them, um, especially below life below zero. Those people, for the most part, um, try to remain kind of, I'm just gonna stick this in the trailer. Try to keep themselves isolated from interaction with others. Um, and for them to kind of open their homes, as small as they might be, to the viewers, I really have. I've sent letters to all of them, um, thanking them for the sacrifice. And yeah, it is a sacrifice. Most don't realize it. It is a sacrifice for someone who is accustomed to being isolated to have an entire camera crew. You got your sound, you know, one or two sound people. You got a couple camera, uh, couple people handling various cameras. You have your producer, assistant producer, and you have medical. You have someone, a few people that deal with the medical issues. I wish I could sell that trailer. So yeah, it's you know, especially the guy that's in the Chandler area. I like him the most. Actually, he has such a nice rifle. It's all chromed out. It has a silencer on it, but he only sees people maybe once a year, if that. You know, and and to open his home to all these people, it's just incredible. Okay, so I'm gonna have to find a place to put these. So yeah, I have a great deal of respect for them. Yeah, and for someone like me, yeah, if I were able-bodied, I would definitely um, be interested in a lifestyle, maybe not as secluded as being me, myself, and I talking to birds and other animals, but I would definitely be willing to live in the wild with a family. Those people, regardless what happens to America or any other country economically, they're going to survive. Because the way they live now, they don't deal with money. They trade and barter. And, they don't go to the grocery. Oh, yeah, good job. I'm always running into the rocks. I wish I could take an excavator, excavator, yeah, and remove those rocks. If this were a real camp, I would do that. So yeah, I've sent an email to all of these people, just thanking them for the sacrifices. Okay, I'm gonna have this done. Oh gosh. Whoops. Wrong button. Down. I need my oh no. There we go. That's legit. Okay, let's lock her up. I'm gonna unload this and then go to the tent. So I'm just gonna put all this stuff over here for now. Well, now, even though I'm doing the $1 deal, so to speak, I'm not gonna start with a huge wash plant. I'm gonna start with the mobile wash plant, as I'm certain everyone has that's watched has noticed. But well, you'll see what my plan is. We will get to the tier 3 wash plant a lot quicker the way I'm gonna do this, since I did restart. I mean, I was really angry that we ran out of money and lost the one employee that can work the mobile wash plant. Yeah, that did not make me happy at all. Okay, so let's stack up our... let's stack these up. So yeah, I was not happy that we lost a person, and despite kind of skipping days and stuff like that, no one ever became available to fill that position again. So I'm wondering if that's a once in a lifetime offer. If you lose that person, you won't get another. I'm not sure how that works. But I will say, for the small amount of time I had that employee, it was great, especially since they changed out the buckets for me, so I didn't have to stop mining, stop digging to change buckets. Man, I am just having all kinds of issues. Okay, there we go. So we will put this over here. Excellent. Well, good job. Okay, there we go. This is obviously gonna go up to I need one more. Okay, now I'm gonna leave these in the truck, because actually I'm gonna put them further up. I find, at least personally, if I put these in the dirt or on the ground, whatever you want to call it, I lose them. They tend to blend in a little too much. And for those of you who are big fans of Gold Rush, the show, the new season airs October 12th. So check your local listings if you get Discover Channel, which also means that the 1-year anniversary of this game will soon I know exactly what date, but I'm gonna try to do something a little different on the anniversary, which obviously is not the same day as the new season. Okay, I'm gonna kick back here. I'm definitely gonna have to go back and get that mobile wash plant, but I'm gonna unlock some stuff here. Okay, we need the transport, obviously. We don't have anything yet. We need this. Not sure what the notification. I guess this is a good thing. Yeah, Actually, this is good. Actually, this is really good. Okay. Um, machine store, yes. And we want equipment store. Okay, so while I'm here, I am going to buy some equipment. And I'm not going to keep this open-ended. In other words, okay, let me make sure. In other words, this is going to end. You know, I just didn't feel like, oh, I'm just going to leave $1 on all the time. No, that's not what I have in mind. There we go. Okay, we'll get more as somebody wants to work for me. Trauma. Okay, well we're not gonna just tell them go away. Okay, so now we need to park this. Actually, hold on, back up the horse. Back up the pony, or whatever they say. I need equipment store or machine. It might be machinery. Well, okay, what's happening here? Yes, I want there we go. Okay, we want one of these, add, one of these, add, there we go. We'll get all this other good stuff here soon. Order. Now, hopefully these things come directly to my farm, my farm. Yeah, speaking of farms and stuff, oh man. Okay, I forgot I have to transfer, I have to have transport. Bring that stuff. As I have stated before, I am trying hard I'm trying extremely hard to get my steering wheel set up, which getting the steering wheel set up basically requires me to get a TV, which my wife and I picked up yesterday, day before yesterday. Need to get some long one long HDMI to kind of go around the room, so to speak. And a long USB to reach around the room to that other table. I mean, the room isn't small. I think it's like a 12 by 12 or 12 by 14, something like that. So it's not the smallest, but it's not, at least it's not like the master bedroom. That would be one long cable. Okay, I'm gonna pull up here and get gas for this. Fill this up. Now, hey, look at that. $1, right? Exactly. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting my Steam set up. There's a few games that I'm really eager um, to get set up or to play rather. Of course, the American Hero Truck Sims. Um, I much rather use a steering wheel for those as opposed to how I'm doing things now with a mouse. Which I actually um, bought the shifter with all the buttons that is designed specifically for Farm Simulator. I think it was designed for 16 or 17, but hey, PC, remember what I said, bindable keys are a must. And yeah, with the PC, you get that. With consoles, that's one thing I don't like about consoles. Um, you, they don't always give you the option that I think they should, as as it relates to changing what button on your controller does what. I think personally that is the biggest weakness right now, and that really prevents me from playing a lot of console games. They're just, it's difficult with my limited motor skills. Oh, it is lined up. Okay. I'm gonna have to fill it with fuel, obviously. Because that, what am I doing? That that tank won't be filled until midnight, and it's only 14:24 now, which is 2:24 p.m. I have it set to military time, and I do that. To be honest, I do that on my PC, my watch. Of course, on my watch, I prefer analog as opposed to digital. I always have preferred an analog face. Speaking of analog, or speaking of watches, rather, I have a Samsung Gear 3 Frontier, and I was very disappointed to learn that at 1 cent, oh, I wish, 1 cent. Where can I get gas for that price? 1 cent. That is a fantasy. Anyways, I know a lot of people are Apple fans. No disrespect. I am not one of those people. I am not a fan of Apple iPhone products at all. What Apple has to give credit where credit is due. I don't think all these smartphones would be around had Apple not first put out the first iPhone. Actually, it wasn't until the iPhone 3, I believe, that other manufacturers took notice. Um, the original iPhone, and I want to say the iPhone 2 came out um, before other competitors said, "Hey, this is catching on." But I think I had two iPhones before I jumped ship, so to speak. My problem with the iPhone has always been, and no disrespect to Steve Jobs, but he refused to allow Java to be put on his on iPhone. Now I get where he's coming from. He's 12 years ago or whatever. I think it's 10, 12 years ago when iPhones first came out. Steve Jobs was saying HTML5 would replace Java for the most part. Well, he was correct. However, that said, there was one flaw with his his statement. It hasn't been until more recently that people have adapted. Started really using HTML5 on their websites. And even that is still limited. Java is still I'm trying to figure out where to put this. Java is still the dominant language, so to speak, means of doing the things that people want to do. So, my opinion, Apple should have taken a policy. Okay, we are not going to preload Java on our phone. However, if users want to use Java, then we will make the app available. It seems reasonable to me. But yeah, that's, like I said, my opinion, that's the way it should have been handled. Obviously, it wasn't. Oh, spot on. Okay. So I'm going to hook this up here's what we are going to do. After we look silly, moving our camera around. Oh, come on. Really? Come on. How much better can you get? The damn ball is... gosh. Such a picky game. Oh, really? Look at that. It lights up saying, okay, you can attach me. Now the game is just screwing with me. It shows that I am set up to attach it, but when I go back there, it says, not today, my friend. Maybe the vibration of the motor. This is an old truck. I don't know if that's true, but we'll just say it is and leave it at that. Okay, so here's my plan if we can get this to actually work. I am going to jump in this and start setting up, I'm going to start drilling a little bit, as long as I have fuel, that is. Well, I'm not trying to drill yet. That's a problem with this. When you're just trying to steer, it thinks, oh, you move that way, you must want to drill. Yeah, when you go down on the steering wheel, oh, on the controller. Okay, so I'm gonna drill some grids before I set up my wash plant. No, I'm not sure if this is deep enough. If it's not deep enough, you will hit bottom and you will damage your drill head. Okay, I'm gonna have to move over a little. Let me see if that actually did anything. And yeah, of course. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move over to 220 and just go across that way. I might be able to go 146 over here later. But let's go 220, go all the way to 70 and then 71 all the way to 146. We'll start that way. No. But like I said, I don't know how long the fuel is gonna last. Actually, I'm sorry, yeah. Yeah, I did say 220, I believe. 245 just will not do it. Okay, so I'm gonna drill. What we're doing now is we're kind of testing for the amount of gold per plot, and these are basically plots. I want to find really good, rich gold to start mining. And then we'll get our excavator and all that good stuff and go to town. And then, yeah, that sale will end sooner than later. But, you know, I didn't want people to think, I wanted to show people that, you know, I am serious when I say it's not, you know, if you enjoy playing the game the way you play it, then you're playing the game the way you should play it. So, you know, I mean, that rule includes using the ability to turn on and off the $1 for everything, or for each item. And 1 cent for a full tank of fuel. That's incredible. No. Yeah, maybe it's, let's see, headlights. There we go. Now, you don't have to be right in the middle. As long as you're anywhere within this square, it will test that ground, which seems a little odd, but that's the way it works. And eventually that drill head will break and we'll have to buy a new one. I haven't used this long enough. But, you know, that seems legitimate to me. I'm sure these things break down. Anything that moves earth or, you know, does anything with the earth, it's gonna cause damage. We'll want to go back down. I'm basically on my left controller, stick. I just push down kind of quickly. I locked the parking brake. I kind of flipped the left thumbstick down for a second, and it'll draw down. Now I'm kind of flick it upward and let go, and it brings the drill head back up. So it's not that difficult. Don't you love how the drill head stays so nice and clean? Now that would be kind of funny to see. There are people that will work for hours to make sure everything they have is clean. I like to see someone with that sort of issue tackle a mine, a claim in the equipment. It's like, oh no, it's dirty. Yeah, that would kind of be funny in my opinion. Of course, I'm not that, it's not terribly difficult to entertain me. That would be funny. In a way, it would be, I'm not trying to make fun of that. It is an issue people have that most of us really don't comprehend. And I have counseled some people with phobias and, germaphobes and, you name it. So it's, I might joke about it, but I have known people with issues like that take on hobbies, I guess you could say. I did know someone that hated to be around dirt, anything dirty, dusty, you name it, and their family moved somewhere where they had they had to do stuff with the ground, which was very difficult on the person. And people don't realize how serious it is. I'm sorry, I just noticed something. I don't have the speaker, the audio for sound turned on. There you go, my apologies. Man, I really wish, the clicking you're hearing is something that these wheelchair makers, or actually motor makers for years, have put in their motors. And you would think with technology, as you let go of the joystick, it locks the motor up, and then when you let go of the joystick, it releases the motor and lets the motor move. But yeah, it's so loud, and of course it's the sound is further increased just due to that kind of echo effect that our entire house has with the high vaulted ceilings and everything. So yeah, the whole house kind of echoes, so any loud noise always seems a little more excessive than you would think it would be. Okay, after I drill up to 122, I will look at the progress and see what our test shows so far, and hopefully I can use that to kind of pinpoint an area I wish to start mining in. You know, it's gonna be different watching Gold Rush now. Of course, the Hoffman crew is no longer will no longer be on the show. I know some of you are quite happy about that, but personally, I think they are the Hoffman crew is what made the show interesting. Um, Todd Hoffman. I know a lot of people love to hate the guy, but I love him or hate him. I don't. It's your right to do as you wish. But Todd is the creator of the show Gold Rush. He pitched the idea to various networks, and he actually not only was he paid to be on the show, but since he was the creator of of the idea, he got money for that as well. What helped him keep afloat so long. Okay, now we got that done. Let's see what our ground is looking like and see what we can. Okay, now as you can see down here, it's not so great. It's looking good here, so I want to go to one. I think I'll go 144 and up to 69. So I'll go zoom and then maybe come back this way to 143 and see. I want to see. We're looking for this shade of. I'm gonna just shade of yellow. Right now we're getting this, which is it's okay, but yeah, we're seeing more of this than anything. So now we'll go to 144, go up to 69, go over to 68, and go down to 143. If I can remember all that. Okay, so we need to go 144. Okay. Of course, we're only going to be able to go as long as we have fuel. Oh, hey, I went too far. There we go. Yeah, I'm looking for the darker gold area. Worst case scenario, I can start mining here. But, if you really want to get the best bang for your buck, so to speak, you really want to focus on areas that are the dark yellow, or if I may say, the gold, the nice gold color. I think that was kind of what they were trying to go for, at least. Oh man. Okay. Well, not getting too many dropped frames, fortunately. Okay. So we're gonna go. I'm just curious to see if this drill bit is gonna break on us. So yesterday, my wife, kind of helped more suggestions than anything. Wife put out Halloween decorations. She's more into the Halloween thing than I am. But on the cul-de-sac that we've only lived in about 2 months now, two other homes out of, let's see, 9 homes. So actually 4 homes now have Halloween decorations. It's, I mean, you know, the neighbor across the street is just a huge, huge fan of Halloween. My wife loves Halloween. It's okay to me, but it meant a lot to my wife. So, yeah, that's part of being married or in a relationship. You have to, even if it's not something that you fully, okay, go out, thank you. Even if it's something you fully don't agree with, you kind of have to go with your spouse or partner or, you know, significant other, whatever way you wish to frame it. So yeah, it's getting back to the game. It's gonna be interesting to see how the new season, how the new season does. I'm kind of rooting for Rick to really have more success than Parker. Parker really, I mean, I have to respect the drive that such a young person has. I mean, a lot of millennials are not as driven, unfortunately. I was talking to our neighbor yesterday about millennials and are concerned about them becoming the leaders of our country and world for that matter. And I'm not sure how millennials are in other countries, but or other parts of even the U.S. But here in California, a lot of them are just kind of me, myself, and I mentality, for lack of a better word, which deeply concerns me. Field I keep up with, you know, posts from psychologists and counselors, and it seems to be across the board. People are concerned about just the mindset, not from all of the millennials, but a good number of them, more higher average than any other generation, I guess you could say. Which is concerning. Okay, we're gonna shut this down and see if we're seeing any darker. Actually, we don't want to do that. There we go. Make sure you turn off your lights. That's a habit that took me. Yeah, see, we're not getting the dark stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go 169 and 168. See when we get to dark, but I'm not gonna go too much further. I might go one more row if if that's a big if my fuel lasts. Obviously, you are kind of your fuel dictates how much you can do. But no, like I said, and others disagree. I really think Todd Hoffman's crew made the show interesting. Like I said earlier, he is the creator of the show. Idea he pitched it to many different networks, and History Channel obviously liked the idea. So Todd Hoffman made money for being a creator, and he also made money for being on the show. Um, Not to mention, you know, other pursuits, and due to that money he was making not only from being on the show, but for being the creator, he received royalties. It allowed him to start to go in partners with someone else on his own production business. I believe they're making their first project is kind of like a country, a western type themed show, and they want to branch out from there. But that's what he's intending to do. But he still works closely with the production of Gold Rush. It means a lot to him. And, a lot of people say, a lot of people give him a lot of, really are harsh on him, saying he didn't, didn't know what he was doing, all this stuff. Well, that was the whole basis of the show. How people with little to no understanding of gold mining took the risk and went after their dream. How can you fault someone for doing exactly what the show was created to show? They weren't the brightest. They made a lot of mistakes, but that was the whole, that was the purpose of the show in the beginning. And it's really ballooned into what it is now. And, like I said, I respect Parker, but I am really pulling for Rick to really, come out on top. They got little bets on the side. But Rick really put up with a lot of crap. Oh, did I miss? Now I thought I got 169. Oh, that's right. I went to him. Okay. So I'll get this. This is probably going to be this empty craft here. And then I'll just go 192 to 67 rather. And if I don't find any better gold, then we're just going to start digging here, go across and zigzag, and take care of all this. And eventually we'll have to go with the worst gold, or with the less gold per square foot, I guess. But I'd really, I didn't realize we had areas in here that, in this area we can't mine. It looked like area we could. Anyways, what I'm thinking about doing here is, okay, I'll get this and do this, and if I have enough fuel, I'm gonna just randomly poke holes. Okay, so let's go 169, and then we'll go to 192 and go straight up, providing we have the fuel. But yeah, I really find the show to be quite interesting. And the game, just, wait, where did I need to go? I forgot already. Yeah, that's what I thought, 169. Wait, I thought I did 169. So if anyone has some good ideas for the 1-year anniversary of the game, please let me know. I'm not sure if they are going to release something special or not. Yeah, they might. Okay. I'm just not sure. You know, it looks like I might have to set my lights to Halloween lights to 7 a.m. I have it set to turn off the lights at 6, and it's barely starting to get light. Okay, so we're gonna run all the way up. I know I said 182, but one is important, especially when you have Frankenstein setups. So yeah, this part isn't really terribly exciting. It's kind of, I'm getting a little bored of it, to be honest. But hey, not everything in mining is fun. I'm sure those who, even after being an excavator for hours, 16, 18 hours a day, those people, men and women, get quite tired of it. It's like in the beginning, it's like, oh wow, I get to run I get to run this heavy piece of equipment. And a few days, it's like, oh, this is so cool, and then you start getting, oh, this is getting so boring. I think if I ran a gold claim, I would try to get people that could rotate. Okay, one of the trash trucks. Not sure if it's the recycles or. We have 3 trash. We have green, which is a lawn clipping, stuff like that. Anything that grows, when you cut it, it goes in that. There's the recyclable, which is plastics, cardboard, stuff like that. And then you have your regular trash. Which is, we've always been for recycling and stuff like that. Uh-oh, I better get this done. I'm not sure if I can do 142 or not. But yeah, the game should make it realistic that if you run completely out of fuel, it makes it a little difficult to restart the engine. Now after I'm done drilling this, I'm going to refresh my Steam account and see if they've made American Truck Simulator Oregon DLC available to purchase. If so, I'll go ahead and start downloading that, and we might switch to that. I'm not sure. Boy, it's funny how this went from orange to red so quickly. Okay, that might be a little too shallow. Okay, we'll do this. Come on, buddy. Come on. There we go. Barely made it. Okay, I'm gonna move this so I can get fuel to it if we have to. So I'm gonna move it over here. A little further out. There we go. Okay, so let's look at our results. We definitely, oh wow, okay. So we're gonna just have to mine. We'll probably mine like this, go here, then back up this, back up, do these. So I'm gonna mark this one, toggle square. Okay, hopefully that marked it properly. No, maybe. Let's go see. Okay, yeah, so the gold marks the spot. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna order a few more parts. A story was blinking. Where did I get a blinking story? Sound like I'm censoring a cuss. Where did I get a blinking beep 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 story? Ooh, nice trash. I guess out there, if you want to get rid of your trash, it's you gotta burn it. Okay, so let's purchase some equipment. Actually, machines. Now I'm gonna go for the big excavator, obviously. There's nothing really. Let me see, anything else? Don't want to set these up quite yet. Yeah, okay, so we got these. Let's go check out. Boom. Okay. Equipment store. So now what we want to do, I'm going to add okay. We don't need any of that yet. Trailers. Wow, that's okay. We need, let's see, a big electric water pump. Okay, why isn't this? Okay, just gonna have to do it this way or not. Okay. I want the electric, to be honest. I think the electric is a better way to go. And I want the fuel. Okay. Is there anything else? Okay. I need them. Wow, why isn't this? Okay, here's a little bug I can see. There we go. Okay, I need a second one of these. Add. Guess 5 of these. Okay. Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting that I have to deliver stuff. I have to have it transported. Not too much this time. I don't think I did like I should. Move your machine. No. Crap. There we go. Okay, hopefully it's all here now. Okay, so and this is what's kind of weird about this game, in my opinion, is just how the oh, don't you hate that? Hopefully I can get out. Okay. I'm just gonna load up the trailer since it's, well, actually, yeah. Really, I don't need, I guess there's no way of really blocking that. No. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna get all this equipment in. Yeah, once we get the stupid training. I turned off training, but for some reason it doesn't think I know enough. Now, you know what's interesting about this is, as I mentioned before, watching season 1 of episode and a half, I guess, during breakfast, it's the magnetite machine on the show was smaller than this. At least it looked smaller to me. Let's see. Yeah, well, they could be closer. So yeah, it's kind of interesting how all these parts and equipment kind of evolved on the show. Okay. Wow, getting buckets everywhere. I think after this I'll probably take a rest. You know what? I'm gonna leave the bucket here and back this up. Let's get this. Now, I really wish they would have, with these big blue hoses, they don't give you an option to put a filter on the piece that goes in the water, like you can with the red hose. Not sure why they figured that wasn't something worth adding, but they did nonetheless. Okay, let's back this puppy up a little. No, said a little, not a lot. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this game quite a bit. Obviously, I have so many hours in this game, like many others who play this and stream it. But yeah, I really hope they do some released uh, un yeah some sort of DLC that they haven't been sharing with everyone. Oh really? Okay, well this isn't gonna work. Yeah, crap. Okay, well I'm not gonna spend all day trying to tilt those upward. Okay, let's just get these in the truck. Yeah, it's kind of, I think it's kind of anal retentive, so to speak, to sit here and try to make all the buckets stand upright. And yeah, in that first season of Gold Rush, these buckets were about $5 a piece. And kind of sad that first season. They were trying to figure out how they separate the gold from the magnetite. And a guy had an invention that he claimed would work. And, that sadly, they remember the first year was a year of the quote unquote honey hole. It was always just a few more feet down. It's 10 more feet. Oh, it's after they got 10 feet. Oh, just a few more, and we'll be on the good stuff. Never found that honey hole. It's kind of sad. Okay. Okay, so I should be good here. Okay, I'm gonna unload everything, obviously. We got our nice hoses there. Got a second blue hose here. Hopefully this is gonna be long enough. I think I might have to get an extender. So I might need to actually buy a third blue hose. Okay, where can I put these? I'm gonna stick these up this way for now. Until I get the, I'm just placing this stuff down right now. And we're gonna set up for a mobile wash plant here soon. I just want to get things ready. Got a crap load of buckets. And I think this game appeals to a number of people for various reasons. For the most part, a lot of people don't care about, the gold in particular. I think if the game was based on mining for coal or or other minerals, or mining for different kind of quarry, like different quarry mines, whatever. I don't think that matters what you're trying to extract from the ground is. I think it really boils down to just people like to play with big tractors and trucks and all that good stuff. And this game definitely does a great job at allowing people to kind of, for lack of a better word, play with big equipment. Yeah, I think if this was like mining for granite, or you know, people like that, because you'd have to drill into the granite and blow it up, stuff like that. You'd still need huge dump trucks and all this huge equipment. People like that. I mean, the fact that it's gold, yeah, it makes it a good game. But like I said, I don't think, it could be coal, it could be some other mineral, and it would still have a big following. Just because people want to drive something big like this in front of us. Okay. I think I'm gonna go rest till dawn. That way our fuel will be full and we can start moving our generators, start moving our fuel, and start getting everything ready. Okay. Okay, let's start having fun. So, obviously, we're going to have to get fuel on our excavator. Now, those of you who might be wondering, can I play this game with just a keyboard and mouse? The answer, yes, but not really. The reason why I say that is simply because playing with a keyboard and mouse, although it is possible, it's very difficult. Due to the complexity of the controls, yeah, I would not recommend it. I mean, in the beginning, when you're literally just digging, actually I need to move this. No, I'll get the chains first. When you're just digging with the shovel in dirt, when you start out, you're basically using a shovel and panning for gold, literally. And as you make money, you can upgrade to different, bigger and better techs. When you're using this, your basic shovel, yeah, you can use a keyboard and mouse. Once you start using the excavator, large or small, you can still use a keyboard and mouse, but the controls get more sophisticated. You have to push various buttons on the keyboard at any given time. and it slows down the process considerably. Um, so the speed that I can mine, the speed that I can move dirt with the excavator using the controller, um, I would dare say that no one using a keyboard and mouse could move as much dirt as fast as someone with a controller. Now with me it might be a little different since I do have, you know, hand coordination issues due to my disability. But even for me, I did test, and I can honestly say that it, okay, there we go. Oh, come on. That it did take me quite a bit longer to move dirt using the keyboard and mouse as than it did using the controller. So, like I said, answer isn't this simple, yes and no, unfortunately, but yeah, due to blah blah blah. Man, I can't even talk today, dude. And I forgot whenever you're gonna feel loud, shut it down. Due to the complexity of the controls, for lack of a better word, yeah, I wouldn't recommend just a keyboard and mouse. And I think most streamers have basically echoed the same, how should I say, the same belief and opinion. Okay, wow, that was quick. Okay, now while I'm here, I'm going to, let's see if we can fill up the generator. Sorry, I'm having to move my wheelchair. Okay, here's the fuel. Now, when we set up our fuel tank and generator, we're definitely gonna want to make sure that the hose can reach the generator. So I'm going to move the generator first. I just have to figure out exactly how I'm going to do this. Okay. Now, fortunately, these have ladders. Okay, I want to keep that. There we go. Now, get over there. Man, I want to keep the hooks on top. There we go. Okay, so let's, now, yeah, the jump rope effect, as I kind of refer to it. Okay. So let's hook up, okay, the ladder's on this side. I'm not sure if that's gonna reach. Okay, so we want this cable. Let's see if this cable will reach this hook or this. Yeah, it's kind of funny how connecting this makes the whole um, generator bounce around like it's helium. Oh, I hate that effect. Okay, let's see. That's this one. And yeah, I don't think I've ever seen one get twisted up, which is pretty special. I think, I think it would be impossible to get these tangled up, even if you wanted to. Okay, so now we gotta try lifting this up. Whoops, sorry. Yeah, now we'll lift this up. Now I want to try to do this as realistically as I can. Ow. Yeah, that's realistic. Okay. So, now the fun starts, whereas I have to decide whoa, I have to decide where I want to put this stuff. Okay, so the outlets are on this side. Yeah, so wow. I might go up from this way. I'll go up and around. Because I want the power button to be accessible from down to where I'm actually mining. And like I said, I really wish the physics of this were more realistic. I mean, really, even if I had this on hard difficulty, which I've explained a number of times why I do not use the hard difficulty. Okay, so I'm trying to, let me see. How do I want to set this up? This is going to be a bit challenging. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so now I want to try lowering this down. No. No. Come on. Oh man, this thing is swinging. Another unrealistic aspect to this is that I can move all this equipment by bumping it with the truck. And that's another thing I really do not like about this, about the way this is set up. These are supposed to be like thousands of pounds, just heavy as can be. And I can take, wow, this thing is still moving, isn't it? I can take the lightest vehicle and I can just force my wheel just by pushing on it with the pickup or other, any other vehicle really. So, okay, come on, buddy. Don't get so close to the edge. Seems like this is still, it is moving around. Oh, that's not gonna be good. I'm purposely disconnecting these. I'm trying to keep these up on the top. Okay, I'm gonna be careful because the one that fell kind of collided inside that. It might actually lift up the whole thing. So I gotta be a little slow. Okay, it didn't. Good. You have to be careful. Sometimes that wheel will kind of grab a hold, so to speak. Okay. Now, one interesting thing that you may or may not notice in this game, once you connect a hose, a power, anything, once you connect something to equipment, it literally locks it down. It's like an invisible tie down. So as loose as this is right now, and as much as we can manipulate it, just by grabbing one of these, like this here, okay, we're gonna plug this in. Just by doing this, I'm not sure how far we're going to put it. Just by doing this here, basically it makes that a solid piece of equipment, which means it's not going anywhere. Okay, let's go and move our fuel. Okay. So, yeah, there are faults in this game, but I still like the game quite a bit, despite the faults. I have not played a game yet that was perfect in design. Okay, I'm gonna try to get in between. I do want to fill up that. I don't think I have enough reach. I might, but I would like to fill up that little tank. Okay. Oh man, that's not gonna work. Well, it will work. It's just gonna be take a little magic. You know what? Always lock your brake, your parking brake, especially here. Okay, where's the ladder? I think the ladder. Actually, wait, hold on. Before we get up on the ladder, we might not have to, really. Um, let's see if the let's see if this reaches. It does. Okay, so while that's filling up, we're going to try to connect. Okay, so which one's this? This one's okay. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have to get up on top. We should be able to attach it. Whoa, see what I mean? That's so unrealistic. This is a nearly completely full tank. So how we're doing this make it move so aggressively. Dang. Okay. Now, here's the trick. Yeah, that's actually something that really needs fixed. Desperately. Okay, wait. Oh, it's no, it's yeah, it is down here somewhere, but I can't. Okay, so I'm gonna have to drop that there and see if we can. Okay. No, why is it doing that? Oops. Great. Okay. Down. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. Okay, let's get up the. Yeah, I'm not. I really wish they would fix that problem. Okay, wait. It's. Okay. So, to connect these, I need to basically disconnect it there and reconnect it. But yeah, I hope the developer decides that this problem is big enough to warrant fixing. Because this fuel tank, which, what, how much? Oh, it's not showing how much fuel. I think it's 77% full right now. which that have to be extremely heavy, even empty. It would have to be very heavy. Oh, hold on. I just noticed something. There we go. Okay, let me turn this off. So yeah, this thing has gotta be thousands of pounds. Okay, where's the fuel line? The vanishing line. Okay, where did it go? Oh, way over here, okay. Now, these can actually break off, I'm assuming, since you can buy replacement hoses. I've never seen it happen before, but since you can purchase the hoses, it kind of implies. Okay. Now, I do know for certain that you can break the hose or the chain, the cables actually, just by allowing this to swing. Okay, so I might take it this way. So yeah, you can break the cables, they don't snap. You'll hear them snap. The weird thing is when they break, the cables coil back up and rest on the ground. But the interesting part is that you'll find the little end latches kind of sitting in the dirt, and yet when you find the coiled up cable, it has new hooks on it. So yeah, you don't have to repair it or anything. Okay, now this might be an issue. Actually, this. Okay. Let me see if this is gonna work. I want to see if that hose. I don't think that hose is gonna reach, because obviously we need to be able to refill this generator. Oops, no. Or is it? Barely, and it's kind of, it lacks legitimacy, but it reaches nonetheless. Okay. And of course, I don't know what's going to happen when I disconnect the chain or the cable. I keep wanting to call this a chain, but actually it's more of a cable, I believe. Okay, it didn't violently go nuts. But you know what? I think I'm gonna have problems with these when I try to pick this up or move this. Because these cables, if it catches on usually it'll clip right through equipment, but at times it'll catch on a specific part of the piece that you move, like a tank or wash. Okay. Okay, now it's gonna be the trick, which is to raise this up without moving this entire thing. So I'm gonna go to the side, because we definitely do not want to move that. Okay, now we can bring it back. Whoops. Maybe not. Okay, there we go. Okay. Whoops. Okay, I'm gonna back this up. No. I think we are ready to start mining. So I just need to hook things up and we'll start mining. But let me tell you what, let me kind of top off the tank. Since I'm right here, might as well top off the tank. And I know I could have started with a small excavator, but the reason I like the big one is, as I've shown in during streams before, the larger bucket makes mining so much more efficient. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna bring the truck over. I'm gonna disconnect the trailer first. Not too far back. Okay, there we go. Okay, leave the trailer. So, like I said, if you have any ideas as to what we should do to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the game, feel free to let me know. I'm always always open to ideas. I mean, I'm not the type that, I'm not the type that says, hey, welcome to my channel, but, you know, leave your opinions at the door. I know some streamers who kind of have that mentality. I really don't agree with that kind of approach, to be honest. Actually, I really should fill up this, okay, so, now I forget what side the tank is on this. It might be on the other side. Yes, it is. I might have to go around, since this hose isn't known for, yeah, let's just take the hose through the vehicle. We're just gonna take the hose straight through the steel. Yeah, that's really legit. Okay, and actually, while this is filling up, I'm gonna reload my Steam page real quick. Sorry about that. And we're gonna see. Let me see if this, wow, again, Twitch is a little slower on changing than YouTube. As those of you know, I have recently started streaming on both. Well, I started streaming on Twitch about 4.5 months ago now. And, okay, let's see. Well, no, oh wait, hey, I can add it to the cart. So I'm gonna start downloading. Let me see what we have. Okay, I'm going to, let me go ahead and add these to my cart and start downloading them. So this update's $11.99. So we're gonna see if this is worth $11.99. Okay, so purchase. Okay, and we're gonna install the game. Or install the update, rather. So I'm probably, well, hopefully we can get this going here. Okay, why isn't that working? Okay, let me see if this is gonna work. Okay, and we are downloading. Wow, it's only 99 megs. No, I'm sorry, 556. No way. Yeah, it was only 99 megs. What the heck? Something doesn't feel right. Let me just make sure this is working. Yeah, it is. Oh wait, there's... And of course, one thing I do not do, I do not really go for the paint schemes. So, I am going to end the stream for a few, take a bio break, and kind of reload, reset, and we'll check out the Oregon trail. So let me go ahead and save my game, Gold Rush, and we will get back to Gold Rush very soon. And again, like I said before, if you have any idea, yeah, I'm thinking if the Gold Rush the game comes out with a new DLC, maybe we'll do a giveaway. Maybe we'll give away the DLC to celebrate the 1-year anniversary. Or maybe we'll give away a copy of Gold Rush, the game, if they don't have a DLC for it. So we'll find out. Give suggestions though, and I will be back in probably about 10 minutes. So stay tuned, and yeah, we're gonna check out this DLC here. So I'll be back in a few minutes.